After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music.
And probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to hanging out with us after the big 4th of July celebrations. This is Lori and Julia, and we are still loud.
Still loud.
We are still loud.
Still loud.
Still loud.
I wonder if our pussycats missed us.
I don't know. I wonder, Lori.
We're keeping up such a rigorous podcast schedule.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, here we are. Cheers.
Cheers. Good to see you.
You too. You've been gone for a while.
Yeah, I was gone for a week. I went out to Seattle for my second time in like 6 weeks, just taking care of my mom. And
how is she doing, Laura?
She's, she's doing, she's moving along.
Okay.
She's doing okay. She's doing way better than she was in June. So that's good.
Thank God. Okay, good.
We were consumed with 3 things. Actually, 4 things.
Okay, I'm going to say one was tennis, Wimbledon.
That was 5, number 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't even make the list. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was consumed with and still am.
Number 1 was the TNT wedding.
Oh, right.
That was so much fun. All the charities, they donated $26 million that weekend. My theory is the wedding cost $26 million. So they gave away $26 million and they gave it cash directly. And that was so exciting. It was so locked down. We've only seen AI pictures of the wedding gown.
Right.
We've gotten a few tidbits. The guy from AMC Theater really gave us a detailed Instagram post and then deleted it when Tree Payne probably contacted him.
Who's Tree Payne? Her PR person.
Her PR person.
Okay.
And it was fun seeing, 1,000 people at the wedding. And the fact that 13 minutes after they said the vows were said and they were pronounced husband and wife, New York City gets a rainstorm, a rainbow, and the most incredible sunset. It's like Taylor.
Did it really? I
is
didn't
the
know
master.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you have to give me
incredible.
these details, but that's one of 4 things.
Yeah, one of 4 things. So I was obsessed with my mom and I were obsessed with the Empire State Building couple and all the hilarious memes that came out.
Okay, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, Julia, it was this couple, this Russian couple. There's a documentary on Netflix about them. They're known climbers of very, very high things. If you get vertigo or dizzy, this will be a hard documentary for you to watch. It came out a couple years ago. And so they climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and unfurled a banner, and they had like Batman masks on all the way to the tippy top. And then they unfurled a banner about the world and love. And it was kind of cool, but everybody then jumped on board, and everyone from Madonna to Barbie to different brands were superimposing using AI of themselves up on top with their banner. So that was really fun.
Their names are Angela and Ivan.
Yes,
they're like 32 years old. I can't even believe it.
Proposed to her, but I think they were already married. But they all the way to the top of the spire of the Empire State Building. And then Madonna on Friday, the day after Taylor's wedding, Confessions of a Dance Floor 2 came out. And it is so good. Every single song, no skips.
Didn't listen to one.
Joya, you got to listen to Dance of Taria. There's just a lot. Every song pretty much is a banger. There's a couple of ballads on there, but it is, she's going to be number 1 on Billboard this week. She's edging out Olivia Rodrigo, and her album has gotten rave reviews. And everyone is dancing again. Thank you, Madonna. And then that was.
Did your brother tell you, my brother, your husband tell you we had a dance party up here on the 4th of July?
He did. And I asked him, I said, did Julia play any new Madonna songs or anything? And he said, I have no idea what she was playing. We were just dancing.
We had a riot.
Yeah, that's what he said.
We had a riot. And
I love a dance party.
And it ended up, nothing's better than ending up at like, I don't even know, midnight-ish,
Yeah.
dancing with both brothers, my niece, my future daughter-in-law, my
Yeah.
son, and me. We were the
Oh,
we
wow.
were the ones who made it to the end, and at the end, we're literally having
Just
like,
jumping up
get
and
in the
down.
middle group dance, like, you do I mean, it was hysterical, and Casey's trying to teach Soph how to do the dance, that you guys what's the name of the dance you guys do all the time?
Like when we swing
Yeah.
or
Oh, the
two-step?
swing. And
Mhm.
then my son and his fiancée are trying to learn it because the wedding is big countdown is happening next month.
What's the countdown?
Well, I've had a 24, so it's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks away.
Okay. So
Okay,
much
in
can't be
as
done until the end.
oh, there's a lot to be done. I
There
spent
is, okay.
hours yesterday trying to figure out how to decorate a pavilion. 'Cause we're having a pavilion group center because that's what they wanted, Kaz.
Yeah.
But I was in a store for 3.5 hours yesterday trying to figure out how to make this ginormous space look cozy and comfy.
Why do you gotta do that?
Well,
It's
I
an
gotta
outdoor pavilion.
I know, I wanna decorate the tables and stuff, but oh my gosh, Lori.
Better you than me.
Well, in better and I said to the poor lady there, and I'm like, "I'm not good at this." But
Were you at Party Central, or where do you go for party
Hobby
stuff now?
Lobby in
Oh,
Maplewood. It's
for
like
God's
double the
sake.
size of anything, and they have fabric still. Um,
Okay.
but the people were so nice, and I'm just like, AI I sent AI pictures. I they sent me what I should do. I've
Yeah.
never done AI images, Lori. It's
Yeah.
wild. So
Well,
they sent me back images, and I'm like, "Well, I can't do any lighting like that because it's an outdoor park and there's only 4 outlets." And so then I say, "I can't do that because
okay,
that's
do you see what's
too
happening
much."
right
I
now?
don't care. Other people care. Other
No,
people care.
everyone is glazing right
I
now.
glaze when you talk about Madonna. So you
Okay,
have to listen for 2 more
but
seconds.
Julia, you just said 4 outlets. Okay, that is no kind of a conversation to be having.
Well, it's a terrible conversation to be having because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You need 10 outlets.
Mm-mm. I'm just saying
Get a
AI
power strip and
my
call
friend
it a
turned
day.
my friend turned me on to AI images. I've never used them, and it's kinda wild. I'm just saying, I've been down on AI big time because I hate how they always pop up and wanna answer things before you get answers from websites,
Yeah.
but it's kinda cool. Alright, back to you. Back to you,
Well, no,
honey.
not back to me, but I'm glad, that you're keeping so busy that you're not up on top of things.
At
You're
all.
so busy with the wedding. You are in beast wedding mode is what you're in
At
at
all.
6 weeks. Yeah,
At all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing, please tell me that you were on the bandwagon of the guy who we didn't know he was gonna become, king of the world, the people's princess, Erling Haaland, the
No,
Norwegian,
you
who
keep
looks
sending me these pictures of this Norwegian, and I'm like, did they win again? In the you're talking US World Cup or US World
he's
Cup World
we're
Cup.
talking the World Cup,
Okay,
and
was that
he's
one of
on
your obsessions?
He
Okay.
is unbelievable. When he was 5, Julia, he broke the world's record for a long jump.
My
His
at
dad was
5? Well, he's
yeah,
ginormous.
he's a ginormous guy. He almost looks like a Targaryen, and I want House of Dragons to cast him immediately. But he's so delightful. I just cannot just put in Erling Holland on Instagram, and it just he's just a joy. So he's really golden retriever in a Viking body. And he
Hysterical.
was front and center for Team Norway when they did their World Cup photos, and they dressed up like the
The
Vikings,
Vikings, which was so cute.
which was so cute. But
Yep.
anyway, so that was the other thing that I was obsessed with. And then my brother was keeping me updated on, I know what you had to have been obsessed with, Wimbledon, 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 because
Wimbledon,
it
Wimbledon.
always happens right before the 4th and then ends the weekend after. And seems like exciting stuff was happening. He
I
was
don't wanna
like,
ruin it for anyone, but it's already
well,
over
this is
'cause
2 days ago.
right.
Ago when Novak he won a set in 5 hours, 15 minutes against a 25-year-old.
It was
Right
unbelievable. We
5 minutes before the lights are out at Wimbledon because play has to end at 11, and he's 39, and my brother said it was the most incredible match.
it
So
was.
exciting.
It was so exciting, and then Coco Gauff finished one match, like, they had a minute left, but now we all know she lost.
I
And
thought you weren't spoiling anything today.
But this is Fridays.
Oh, you're correct.
Okay, so people, anyone who knows us knows this
We
podcasting
record
schedule, we record the day before,
Yeah, usually.
and
Yeah.
sometimes it might be 2.
Yeah.
But,
Whew.
we are always confused what day it is.
What
And
day
if
it
you haven't
is.
caught on to that right now,
Yeah,
but
catch
hello,
up.
new listeners, because I did do some recruiting. No, Lori, I sat after everyone left because the weekend was a whirlwind. It was so much fun.
And
4th of
was it
July.
hot here?
It was hot. It rained a little, but I haven't gone home. I did go home yesterday for like 8 hours
Yeah.
of misery,
Nice.
and then had to end up coming up here last night, because no internet at the house, no nothing, and I'm like, "How do you do your podcast?" Because
You don't.
you don't,
You,
and I
you
didn't have
gotta get
access
to the
to fix
Wi-Fi.
anything, and I'm like, "Oh, for crying out loud, I just drove home yesterday at noon. Now I'm driving back up here, and it's about 2 hours and 20 minutes from the cities." And when I'm driving back, I was having a nice anxiety attack because I'm like,
The outlets?
no. No, but I did go down there to go measure the tables again, but there was a party going on, and I decided I'm not going to walk over there and do this right now.
I'm
And
shocked you didn't.
I was too upset because something else happened that I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about, but people, I'm not going to talk about, but
I feel like you want to.
I do, but I can't.
Okay. Does it involve a
It is-
throuple or
No, it's nothing good.
any other?
It just involves citations and things that
And license? And a
nope,
license?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Nope, nothing.
We won't guess.
It's so dumb, it would make you furious if it was
Okay.
you. So that was going on, and I'm like, I need to listen to Babs. I need to listen to Barbara Streisand. So I'm like, play Barbara Streisand's greatest hits on the way back up here. And I'm like screaming out my window with Barbara. And she
Lovely.
really can calm me down. And
Good.
she worked pretty well. And people know I live in Western Wisconsin in the summer, basically. And once I turned her off and was listening to an audiobook, I've never seen more deer than I saw. Lori, I've
Dead
never
deer or just deer
just
bouncing around?
I've never, like, I've been doing this for 30 years up here, back and forth. And I'm prime deer hours, like when I'm really getting into the woods and where I'm starting to get closer to my house. I counted like 25.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Lori, it was unbelievable. So then I take a turn off where I'm supposed to turn off, and I'm driving around a corner, like at 30 miles an hour max. A deer pops out at me.
Did you
Clips
hit
my
it?
front headlight. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
So this day yesterday that I go home, do my doctor's appointments, do the Hobby Lobby for way too long, then find out someone's giving me a citation on something that I've been crazy. And then I come up here and I hit a deer. But it's only my headlight. But still, at
Okay.
the same time, I'm like,
Did
what
the
else?
deer shake it off and walk away?
I didn't even see it. I get out of the car. I pull over right away because literally it came, usually you can see if they're in front of your car. This like was right on the side and jutted out right
yeah.
at me because I
You're
couldn't
lucky. You're lucky that's all that happened.
Lori, I am so lucky.
Somebody was watching out for you.
And they're watching me everywhere and giving me citations. Okay, but I'm not talking about it.
Right. The thing we're not talking about. God.
But I'm not talking about it. So
Right.
anyway, I'm just like, what's next? And so I get out of the car. There's no deer. I'm like, it was a big thump, but it literally, you know how your headlights come out a little bit and they have that plastic covering? That's all that broke. I'm so lucky
Yeah.
because over a few more inches, it would have been the camera, and I was already on double secret probation for that thing.
Okay. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad that
No,
was
but
all that happened.
I've never hit a deer in all my
I
years
haven't
driving.
either.
I've never. Last night was just wild. It must have been the weather. I don't know. It was really weird. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
I know. Think a sponsor for us, would you?
Yes, let's thank Borton Overseas because
Please.
there was a great photo of or a lot of photos of Oslo, people all around the palace celebrating Norway's win. And I just was thinking because my brother had wanted to hear about
Our trip.
Stockholm and Copenhagen and also
Oh,
our trip, and I said, I don't know why these Scandinavian cities, they're such a sexy destination, but people always think London, Paris,
Paris,
Rome,
Italy.
and
Yeah.
and I said, it's so clean, it's so LGBTQ friendly because
Yes.
my brother and his husband
Yep.
like to go to places where they're welcome.
Yep.
And Borton Overseas, they have some LGBTQ IA, if you want to be very specific about, with different trips that they have. They
Yep.
also have Iceland, I guess, is like a blast if you're looking for a place to go for like New Year's Eve.
Oh, I
We
heard.
kind of
Yeah.
have called it the Las Vegas of Europe. It's very fun. But Borton Overseas, we're taking a group next April to Croatia. We do have room still. I mean, we've got like maybe half of it sold out. So if you're thinking about going, we're seeing an amazing 5-star hotel right in the historic old town of Dubrovnik, and then for 6 nights, and then taking day trips from there. So we're only unpacking once, and they have offered people Split or Montenegro for pre or post. So,
Yes.
and they can take care of your airfare, and it's just they really make going on a trip super special. You'll meet friends for life, and if you're a solo traveler, it's also a very good it's because it's so welcoming and small groups, people look out for our solo travelers, and we wanna make sure everyone's having a great time, whether you're traveling with us or just a Borton Overseas planned itinerary.
Visit BortonOverseas.com for more information. Oh, Lori, when I think about people, someone just asked me in the grocery store because I ran into someone at the grocery store this morning here that I knew from up here.
Mhm.
How was your trip? And I'm like, it was the most amazing trip ever. And you're so right about Scandinavia. It is such an unknown
It's so
destination.
cool,
It
and it's
was
so
be-
wonderful. People, the outdoor, the things that they're doing,
beautiful,
sophisticated,
clean,
yet laid
safe.
back. Yeah, really nice, really
Hmm.
nice. And then you'll laugh at me. So HRI, Hair Restoration of Minnesota, I was on Instagram over the weekend, probably looking up things
Lori,
about
I
hair
wasn't on
color.
social once, but I love that
Yeah.
you do it.
Well, and they had it was in like People magazine. I sent it to HRI. It was all the famous people in Hollywood, men that have had hair transplants, and how people are becoming more. It's not like they used to be, like how they were maybe about facelifts or other
Yeah,
plastic surgery. They would just say, oh, they're taking vitamins. No one
right.
ever wanted to admit it. But Hollywood has long used all these different techniques that hair restoration has. Everything from, tinting your scalp, if you
Yes.
just have some small
Micro.
hair
Yep.
loss, and to hair transplants, to also the hair systems that they have for men and women that my brother-in-law has been doing that for like 20 years, and he
Did
just
you
goes
know?
every I didn't know for like 10 years, and one time I was out there and he goes, "Oh, I got to go to my
Hair
I'm
appointment.
getting my hair, because they wash it and
Color it and
color it
trim
and
it,
cut
and
it, and yeah,
it's like
and he
going to the barber once a month or whatever,
basically,
or the
basically, and he
beauty
can
salon.
swim in it, and he doesn't ever have to worry about it blowing off or anything, and it looks 100% natural. You would never know. So they've got a lot of solutions.
Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota. Visit them for your free consultation at hrimn.com. Click on the box in the upper right-hand corner and visit with Beth. And she can, Lori, you're right. Because you know who had one? Andy Roddick. And he
Oh, the
was
tennis
wearing a
player?
baseball cap for years and he does a podcast, but he's been commentating for the first time and doing color at
Mhm.
Wimbledon. He's never done this before. He's got a whole new head of hair. It
Yeah,
looks perfect. I mean,
yeah,
it really is,
yeah. If you don't
something to
like
do.
the idea of losing your hair, you don't have to.
You are so right. Mine's wet, if you noticed.
I
I,
like the
I
wet
just
look.
went swimming trying to burn off energy.
Yeah. How'd that work?
Well, it worked because then I walked up and down the steps and carried rocks up and down. And there's 34 steps, people.
Well, since you've been very busy with all these other things, you may not know we've had two notable music deaths, Julia,
No.
of people the soundtrack of the, '80s for sure. Last week, Victor Willis,
I don't
who
even
was
know.
the lead singer of the Village People, Macho Man, YMCA,
Yes.
all the songs. He died last week at the age of 74. And then this morning, Bonnie Tyler,
No.
Total Eclipse of the
Close to my
Heart,
heart.
and then the other song from Footloose,
Yes.
she passed away. She she had some kind of she was hospitalized in Portugal. Anyway, she had cardiac arrest. She was 75 years old,
Only
just about to start
75?
a European leg of the tour, and I just remember seeing her on GMA when they had that eclipse, and she came on from a cruise ship and was singing
Yes.
Total Eclipse. Sounds just like, it did on the radio. Her voice was so strong, and I remember finding out like 3 years ago that I don't know why I thought she was from Texas or something. She's Welsh.
Why? I
Did
guess
you know that she was born in
No.
Wales and
No.
she was Welsh? Yeah, she had the
No.
most delightful accent, but yeah, Bonnie Tyler, and that is a
It's a
song.
heartache, the other one. It's a
And then
heartache.
the hero song from Footloose,
Yes, holding out for a hero.
"Holding Out for a Hero,"
Yep.
is her other song.
That's true. So she was actually on tour?
She was about to start her European leg of her tour and had an illness, was hospitalized, and went into cardiac arrest and died in Portugal just yesterday. And her family just, issued something. And so
No.
maybe play Total Eclipse of the Heart and sing that song, because that's an amazing song. It really is. It is a ballad.
It is.
I would love to see Barbara Streisand cover
No.
that song. No,
She won't.
She won't.
She won't do
doesn't-
it.
Okay, but
She won't
wouldn't
do
be
it. I'm just going to
amazing?
tell you right now, she's not interested in that one.
Okay.
But I did last night. I'm just telling you, she's kind of
Yeah.
fussy. I just
Okay.
talked to her, but last night when we were singing together on 35 North, she and Celine Dion, they had such a lovely song together. Have we heard any news about Celine in Paris or anything
She
new?
added dates.
I know, but I'm just dying to know. Like,
Well, she
I've
hasn't
not heard
started.
anything.
It hasn't started
Okay, but
yet.
so
I
there's
think it's September.
nothing about the costuming, or because you're my
Julia,
social media girl.
right now in Paris, it's been
A
all
heat
about
wave.
two things: Paris Fashion Week
And the heat wave.
and the Odyssey. They had their premiere. The Odyssey
Oh.
opens next Friday, and Zendaya has been crushing it because she just
Oh.
did Spider-Man a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. And, the Odyssey, you've got Lupita, Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron, Tom Holland, Matt Damon, but it's all eyes on Zendaya because she always dresses thematically for whatever
Yes, she
movie.
does. Yes.
And her Paris photo call, she had on a Philip Tricky hat that almost looks like a hat a Trojan hat that the soldiers would wear, and then this beautiful white dress, and they posed in front of the Eiffel Tower. And Anne Hathaway is wearing glorious kind of caftan things because she's bumping out. She's about 6 months pregnant. And Lupita is amazing. Charlize had on a pair of satin shorts and an oversized blazer. Her legs
are gorgeous.
go on for days. Holy crap. And then Jennifer Lopez in her sourpuss face has been at every fashion show.
Why are you calling her sourpuss?
Because every time I see her, like coming out of her hotel or going into a restaurant, there's people and they want an autograph. She walks over and autographs, but she won't even give anyone a smile. She just does it.
So she's a 50% autographer. She's a 50.
Yeah. She
50,
can't
50.
even give a smile. You can have my signature, but you can't even have a smile.
She's depressed her kids went off to college.
And she's got those new boobs.
Is
She got
that
new
it?
implants. Yes, and she is showing them
wait a
off
minute.
and wearing some
Wait
lovely
a
things.
minute, Lori.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, in Hollywood now, you get a facelift and a breast augmentation, and if the breasts are so good, no one's paying attention to what's maybe different or new about your face. That's the new. I got that from the Hollywood hotline
Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to get out of
that
AI.
I have speed dial for.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hollywood hotline for plastic surgery.
Yeah,
1-800 plastic?
and gossip, and gossip,
Okay.
and so it's been hot as balls in Paris, and a lot of these, like the Balenciaga show, I think was at the Rodin Museum. They have this beautiful park in the back of the Rodin's house. It's just a gorgeous place, but people were just they had fans, and it's 95 degrees, and some of them are wearing stuff that they're boiling. Hudson Williams from Heated Rivalry was there, and he took off his jacket, and then no one could focus because all we could see were his beautiful arms.
You're so funny, Lori.
Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
so funny. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what's going on in Paris, and the Odyssey is getting
Okay, so the
rave
Odyssey
reviews. We're gonna wanna see it in a theater
we are, and so, basically, for people who don't know, it's where Troy left off, and it's the 10-year voyage
to
of
get
the
back home.
Matt Damon character to get back home, and it takes
Yes.
10 years, so who
And people are recommending, the book Circe if you're interested in the Odyssey story, because we do get some of that story in the telling of Circe by Madeline. I can't remember her name. We
oh,
had her on our show. That
I
is a
love that book.
wonderful book.
I love
Really,
that
really
book.
good. Yeah.
CERCE, right?
Circe.
Yep.
Circe.
It's a yellow cover. That was such
Yeah.
a good book.
Oh, it's good.
Circe. Oh, it was Lori. That was so good.
It's
And
kind of a
watching and in rewatching Troy, it was by Madeline. How did you remember that? Miller. You
yeah,
drive me
Madeline Miller.
crazy.
Mhm.
You drive me crazy that you can remember
Yeah.
that.
That's a great story if you love your,
I
historical
listened to that one and loved
mythology.
it.
Yeah.
No, I think I read it actually.
Yeah, I think we read it.
Yeah.
And she was on our show. But anyway, it came out in I think the Hollywood Reporter 10 books, if you are interested in
See,
all the myth telling that goes
Yep.
on in the Odyssey, as one of the books to read.
That was 2018. And someone
Mhm.
also said rewatch Troy so you know how it kind of ends.
I don't think you have to.
You
I
don't think
mean,
so?
I'm there for the mythology, for the beasts, the epic war, the lovemaking, the savagery, the imagery.
My son and his
I don't care.
fiance want to take Jeff and I to that as a
Yeah,
little thank you for
totally.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Odyssey, last time we saw him was the atomic bomb one.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, it's a movie in a movie theater. You know what? Michael Jackson biography is finally leaving the theaters.
Oh, it's been that long since
Because I wanted to go last night while I was in town, and it said last day is today, and they didn't have a show last night, and I couldn't. But that has been there for a long time.
Yeah, because I saw that in the middle of May.
I know. That's pretty
Yeah.
darn good.
Yeah.
Okay, did you see any movies? Because you usually go see a movie while you're home.
I did go see a movie. I was reluctant about going,
What was it?
but I
Okay.
went and saw a movie called Young Washington.
Oh, I heard the book was supposed to be great.
Yeah, it's produced by this Angel Studio, which they kind of produce some, I don't know, They produce some kind of goofy storytelling movies or whatever. But Young Washington, it's the story of George Washington pre-Revolutionary War, and when the British are, running things and the French are coming into territory. So I would give it, a solid B. It was, if you like, history, the young man who played the young George Washington was really good. And I don't know factually how historic it was or how accurate it was.
Right.
But it's like a 3 or 4 year span of time before the Revolutionary War happens. Because remember, in the French Revolution, or in the Revolutionary War, the American Revolution, France is our friend. They help us defeat England. They're the ones who arm the colonial state. So, but at the time, everybody was fighting with the French. And of course, and you also get, you feel the pain of the native people. But it's really just about George Washington and how he persevered and learned from his failures.
'Cause he had him.
Yeah, he did.
Mhm.
So, anyway, so that was the movie that I saw, but the movie that I loved, loved, loved that my mom and I watched, Voicemails for Isabelle.
Of course.
It was so good. And
She
then
you know who she is?
Zoe Deutsch
She's the daughter
of who?
someone that I never knew. Hold on.
She was so cute and the guy was so hot, and I love that Robin, the song "Dancing on My Own" was basically a character in the movie.
Lori, and I watched that Robin, documentary, which was
Yeah.
so great on Netflix, but she is Leah Thompson from Minnesota, the redhead from
That's
back.
right.
It's her daughter.
That's right.
Yes. She
I
is
can see that now.
Yes, she is darling. So I go and look up every movie that she's maybe been
Oh,
in.
she looks like her mom in the eyes.
Yes.
That movie was beyond charming. It made me think of my sisters. We both cried, but it was happy tears.
Same. I told you I called myself. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh gosh.
It's
And then the
that.
other show we watched Elle on Prime.
Oh, I
the
haven't done that
prequel
yet.
to Legally Blonde. And she moves from Beverly Hills to Seattle in this prequel. And, it's 1985, so it's why does everyone wear plaid? And I mean, it's a very good fish out of water.
Right.
There were people who were complaining that no, Al Woods grew up and lived in Beverly Hills and then went to Harvard. And I'm like, okay, everyone needs to relax. This is
Right.
all pretend.
Was it
okay?
fun?
It was fun. It was frothy. It was light. The clothes were fun. I love the woman, June Diane Ralph, who plays the mom. She has some very, very funny lines. And then Lexi Mindtree, who plays Elle, you would think that she's Reese Witherspoon's daughter.
Oh,
They
wow.
are so much alike. To me, it had more of a Clueless vibe, though, to it, which, because it's in high school, but we just enjoyed it for the fluffy pink of
Mhm.
it all.
It's
Just-
in on the same kind of level. Sullivan's Crossing came back.
Oh, I told my mom she was so happy to hear that.
I
She
called my
loves
mom
that
because
show.
my mom I binged it all in one night.
Yeah.
In one night.
One night?
I did. I stayed up till like 1, 2, I don't know. I binged
The
it all.
fourth season. The fourth
Mhm.
season.
No,
that just
the
dropped.
4th season, the new season, yeah, that
The
just
new
came
one.
out. I binged it all in one night, and it's with Chad Michael Murray, the guy with 3 first names, but
Yeah.
it's based on these
One
Robin.
Tree Hill. One Tree Hill.
Yes, and it's based
Yeah.
on these Robin Carr novels. It's easy, but it's good, and it's got some interesting characters. It's just like what Elle is. It's you don't have to think,
no.
you just get to enjoy.
Yeah, my mom was very excited, and she said, well, now I know what I'm doing Saturday and Sunday
Yeah.
in between the Mariner ball games.
Okay.
Because she
Isn't it
really
funny?
liked that show.
It was so good. I loved it too. Okay, so did anybody compliment you on your new eyeglasses from Envision?
Yes, last night when I was boarding my Delta flight, the lead flight attendant, he goes, those are amazing glasses. And I said,
Serious?
yeah. And I said, they kind of are, aren't they? And he goes, what do they remind me of? And I said, Elvis? And he goes, yeah, they are kind of have that aviator shape. Where did you get those? I'm like, Envision, they're Leisure Society.
Mhm.
And he's like, I just haven't really, he said, I never really say anything to people about their glasses. And I said, well, not everybody is wearing wow glasses.
You're hysterical. Not everybody looks like me and shops at Envision. But if you do,
What are you waiting for?
if you
What are
do,
you
someone
waiting
will
for?
compliment you because, again, it's just an amazing eyeglass shop. And, we talked to Anthony, and of course, we talked to him, and we forgot to hit the record button.
Yes, we
But
got to have them back on because I
we
do
are
want
gonna
to
have
know
'em.
how I want to
know
know
it.
how buyers buy glasses. Are there trunk shows? Are there people walking down a runway?
I know, and we will soon. And he just says, basically, and you know this too, Lori, and so do I. The people who work there have been there forever. They love it. They're passionate about their jobs and making people feel good and look good in the right pair of glasses that just fits them perfectly. And sometimes what I'm noticing now is my eyes are interesting right now. We're in a stage, I don't know what, but sometimes it's just you really need a good prescription.
Yeah.
And someone who measures every measurement and really the detail and everything because, boy, not being able to see sometimes stinks.
Yeah, yeah, and especially if you've got, any kind of a one-eyed usually people have different eye vision
Yep,
and left and right, so by working with a small custom lab and they stand behind it and they have a warranty for a year, scratches or
yep,
whatever, so they're really good about taking care of you and putting you in a pair of fabulous glasses to make you look
fabuloso. I
fabulous.
I would agree. And then yesterday, Lori, I did something I haven't done in 5 years.
Is
I
that
saw an OBGYN. I had a pap smear.
Julia?
You're not supposed to. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to at our age.
yeah,
Um, and the lady told me this. Well, this might be your last one ever because you're close to 65. And I said, well, not that close.
yeah, not that close. Hold your horses, lady.
And she said, but you should still continue to have pelvic evaluations, just not, you don't need the pap smear. But so I talked to her and I said, well, we work with Dr. Lisa, OBGYN at Lake Med Spa in Wayzata, who specializes in hormone replacement therapy. And she just said, it is so important because I'm picking her brain, to see what she knows. And she goes, it's been ignored. No
It
one's done
has?
anything with it. It's so important for women's mental health, for their bodies, how your systems work together and everything, and how you age. And it was just kind of, we had a delightful conversation, but she just re-stressed the importance of taking care of yourself and your hormones. So
Mhm.
if you are struggling, either it's perimenopause, which you'll know you start having hot flashes and are
Not
bitchier than
sleeping,
bitchy,
crabby, crabby,
crabby, crabby,
crabby.
crabby, and your libido might start going down and stuff. There's stuff you can do. And please, Dr. Lisa will give you the most comprehensive examination and help you get on the path to feeling better and using the right hormones and the right levels. And please reach out to her and tell them Lori and Julia sent you. It's Lake, Lak, medspa.com. They also have an amazing spa with amazing things that we hope you check out. It would be really, really cool.
Really,
Really,
girl.
really
Riddle
cool.
riddle me this,
Yes.
Julia. Why in the world did Beyoncé drop a new song on Saturday, July 4th? So we had the Empire State Building, then we had the TNT wedding, then we had Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. Hovering in the background of all of this is World Cup in Wimbledon, 4th of July, and she drops a new song. Heard
She
no
wanted,
one talking about it
look at
because
me. Look at
well,
me.
no, I just wonder if she didn't realize or her people. I feel like somebody should get fired for that because we just didn't. No
That
one had
does,
time.
and again, I have a completely different recollection of what happened that weekend. I never
Yeah.
knew any of those things, except for there was a lot of people boating and a
Well,
lot of
yeah,
fireworks.
yeah, 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 yeah.
We had completely different 4th of Julys. So I don't know, and I don't know, but I kind of am with you. So I love you. Someone should get fired. That's just bad PR advice.
Well, it's just not. It doesn't make sense. The Beehive was excited, but I mean, it just landed with a thunk, like a cold bowl of soup, Julia,
A
as I like to say.
cold bowl of soup, and it wasn't gazpacho, which is
Yeah.
supposed to be cold,
Yeah, it
which I
just
don't
got
like.
lost. It just got lost. I haven't even listened to the song except the clip that GMA finally played on Monday.
I haven't,
And
huh?
by the way, when this podcast comes out,
Which
the
is
Rolling
tomorrow.
Stones' new album, Foreign Tongues, is out. And the first song
God,
is
you and your
really good.
music.
It's really good. Steve Winwood plays piano on a couple
Oh,
things.
I
It's
like him.
getting really great, great buzz. And Mick Jagger was asked about doing a residency and he said no, they're hoping to tour in 2027. He said it's my opinion that residencies just cost people more money than just touring when you go and play. He said residencies, the cost goes way up. So
That
Stones in
residencies just cost
27.
more money.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping, I was trying to manifest the sphere.
Yeah, but he really said, because you kind of blinked out for a second. So he
Yeah.
said that he believes that when people go on residencies, it costs the consumer more money.
Yes.
Oh,
And he
and
gave like Harry at Wembley, he just played 12 dates there. I lived for him skipping around in his shorts. Jeez, he's cute. I want him still to play Mick Jagger in a biopic. They look so much alike. But yeah, Mick said they're hoping to tour in 2027. And no, it doesn't sound like any residency.
It doesn't sound like they want to be in Vegas. Let me just Hollywood speak
Or
it.
Wembley or anywhere
Yeah.
else. They would rather tour. They like that energy better.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I'm excited about
Isn't
that.
that funny? You would think completely different at their age, because didn't Ringo Starr how old is Ringo Starr?
Ringo just turned like 86.
I thought it was 88, and I thought, what the heck?
86.
I
Peace
cannot
and love, Julia, peace and love.
I
Peace
know,
and love.
but Lori, it must be all the colonics, because how and I mean, I know 86-year-olds and they don't look like Ringo Starr. I mean, that guy.
Well, he colors his hair, and Barbara Bach, his wife, makes sure he eats good food.
And wow.
He's a rock and roller. You never really need to stop playing.
No, you don't. Unless your voice goes.
That's right. I mean, John Bream raved about Dylan the other night.
I know it.
Mystic.
I know it. So did Ross. I mean, Ross Rayla from the Pioneer Press too. And he just, it just sounded amazing.
Yeah.
It sounded amazing.
I've seen Keith Urban.
I know.
I bought the tickets before he and Nicole broke up, because I might have held it against him, because I'm kind of annoyed with him. And I hope he doesn't play too many yacht rock songs, but I'm sure he'll play a couple.
Because that's at Power. Have you ever been to a Prior Lake Music Festival?
I have not.
Either have I. So I'll be so curious to hear about it.
Yeah. And then
who's going with you?
Next week, I'm going with Casey.
Him? Again?
And then next week we're going to see Mellencamp at Mystic.
Okay,
on
fine.
Tuesday night for and he's calling it his greatest hits tour. So I'm kind of excited.
I'm gonna play the album and say I've seen him.
Oh,
I've just been.
He's so good in concert.
Keith Urban, I think that's gonna be. I love him in concert. Remember when
and then Friday night?
But wait, we just saw him at the fair. Remember?
Oh yeah,
he was so good. Okay, Friday night. What do you have?
Is Billy Idol is playing at?
Yeah, I can miss that.
Yeah, we saw him at Mystic, and I think I also saw him back in the day.
And we saw him in Vegas
with myself at the. Oh, you saw him in Vegas?
So did you. You were with me. He sang in Vegas with Miley Cyrus.
Yes, that's right. That's right. The iHeart.
Yes, we were there.
Can say that now because we're not on the radio in a
yes, we can
radio station. iHeart.
Quit it. Quit it. Say Hubbard, because we love Hubbard. Okay, so I know you don't want to talk cooking, so I'm not going to do it.
No, what about the Emmys? The Emmy nominations came out yesterday. There was kind of some exciting news. You want me to catch you up on it? Julia?
No, I want to hear about Taylor Swift's wedding. You've given me nothing. Know. But first, let's thank our last sponsor, Twin Cities Closets Company, closet company that you have the closet. So let's thank Twin Cities Closets.
Yes, I still haven't moved everything into my.
You've been gone.
My baby dream closet. I've got that to look forward to. But the bigger thing is I have to clean out my 3-season porch to make way for the closet that's going in there in August, and I'm not looking forward to that job. It's
okay, well that was a really good ad.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that is one thing that you do have to do, but you don't do it before your consultation.
No, because they want to see how you live.
Yeah, they want to see what you're going to be using the room for and everything. So they want to see the mess that is your closet, your mudroom, whatever, because they make everything to the specifications of your house. So like in my house, old house, on the second floor, all the closets are bowed, if you will. I don't know what the word is, but they're not straight up and down. So everything has to be adjusted. So it's not like one of these places where you go and, click, clack, you kind of put it in on your own.
Clack.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, it's really great. And I recommend having someone come to your house.
Absolutely.
You can do it virtually.
Yep.
But I like talking through stuff, and I think it was like 48 hours later, I had drawings.
Yes, and everyone's a designer at Twin Cities
Yeah.
Closet Company, and they also, it's a family-run business right here in the Twin Cities. And, more and more things are getting shipped out to some other place to be built and manufactured. And I just love that they give jobs. Their quality work is amazing. They're honest and they support the community. So we love them. And we hope that you will go to tcclosets.com and get your complimentary consultation and tell them Lori and Julia sent you. So well worth it.
It is.
I know.
Now, okay, getting back to Taylor's wedding.
Yes.
One of the little,
give me some details.
One of the details that really made me gasp was that Paul McCartney was there with his wife, and he performed a favorite song of Taylor Swift's that he hasn't performed since 1964. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
He
doesn't.
Did he sing that or did
he
Lennon?
and John Lennon both sang on that song?
And they both decided they're never going to sing it again?
Well, John Lennon is dead.
I know, but 1964 to 1980 is a long time.
Yeah, neither of them wanted to sing it without the other, and he doesn't perform it in concert. So he sang that song for them, which, can you imagine? That's such a great song anyway to dance to. Stevie Nicks, they apparently had some karaoke, but Stevie Nicks sang what song? We don't know. Did she and Taylor sing together? We don't know.
We don't know anything.
We do know that
I know Charles Barkley was invited.
Yeah, there were a lot.
Declined.
Like, Ryan Seacrest was invited, RSVP'd, and then Disney made him host. ABC made him host something on the 4th of July, so he had to be
on the West Coast.
On the West Coast.
What about Ryan Gosling and
Ava Mendes?
No,
they weren't there.
Okay.
Oh, Ryan and Blake.
Yes.
No, they were not there. They were not invited.
That chain of text messages where basically Blake was asking her to kind of.
No, she said to Justin Baldoni, "Don't take me on. I've got a couple of dragons." That's it. She referred to Taylor and her husband as her dragons.
And dragons and Taylor
From
Swift
Game of Thrones
was involved. How again? Just remind people.
She was involved in, she and Blake were, because they filmed that in New York or
the
on
movie
the East
It
Coast.
Ends With Us.
Yeah. And anyway, like on scripts, and one time Justin was at Taylor's apartment, and so Taylor was a witness to, anyway, she just got dragged into stuff, and it's kind of sad that because I think Taylor is like the godmother to a couple of her kids. I thought you had a different godparent for each kid if you're going to do that, but whatever. They were in upstate New York, and then yesterday Justin Baldoni and his wife went on Instagram Live and talked about how their life was turned upside down, and Blake had asked for them to pay $8 million in legal fees, which they don't have to do. I don't know how much. Maybe it'll be the discovery or something.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it'll be 100,000, but they talked about it. Jack Antonoff showed up at Taylor's wedding with his sister. So that got tongues wagging. Where's Margaret Qualley, his wife of 3 years?
Right.
Then over the weekend, she wiped their wedding photos off her Instagram, and then they announced they have separated.
And Margaret Qualley is
Andie MacDowell's daughter.
Yes.
And she was in that terrible movie, The Substance.
But she was also in the one
She's been in other things.
The Brad
she was
Pitt
in
one and
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
And Brad Pitt and his paid side sauce, Inez, were there. I couldn't believe it.
Paid. Do you know
1,000 people were at that wedding.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, how fun. And I guess
you don't invite Blake and Ryan. I mean, this is a huge blow. But also, we found out last summer about some of the text messages that she was including, Blake Lively was including Taylor Swift in, and it just seemed like dumb. Like, kind of like, if you ever get asked, because Blake Lively.
School. It was high school.
It was high school. And Blake Lively was going to be, Taylor Swift was going to be deposed.
Yes.
In something she's not even involved with. I don't know. I think that was an ending enough to end a relationship.
Yeah. Oh, it did. I mean,
I
they
know,
weren't
'cause
at the wedding.
she's
Now, she isn't they no, they haven't tried to spin the story that they didn't wanna pull focus, but all you really saw of celebrities were there were a few people that, like, walked from their hotels,
Sure.
that you saw Ethan Hawke, you saw
He was
people
there?
walking. Yeah, and, Taylor, there was a thing she was on a late show one time, and this was several years ago, and she says, "Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna find." 'Cause basically with Taylor, she found men were intimidated by
Yes.
her success. I mean, Barbara Streisand would know about that too, because look
Mhm.
how long it took her to find James Brolin, the love
Yep.
of her life. She was 56, or that she was too much. And
Yep.
that was like Joe Alwyn, "You're too much," Harry Styles, "You're too much." So
Yep.
she said, "If I ever do get married, if I ever do find the guy who just likes me for me," she said, "I'm gonna invite everyone I know so that no one has to feel bad, that they didn't get an invitation from me."
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so she did do that, and the guy from AMC Theaters who gave us the description of what a magical garden forest it was, she did her remember the Taylor, documentary was
Yeah.
released only at AMC
Yes,
Theaters,
yes,
so
yes, yes.
she really did invite everybody that she knows. They also, I guess, they both did their own vows. Adam Sandler married them, and he was
Yes.
hysterical.
I love that.
Taylor cried. Dior made her dress. We've seen no anything, so
Nothing.
it's been rumored that she filmed it. I don't know if that's going to be for public release. And her brother and his brother were the men of honors, and um, his brother's daughters were like little flower girls. So she had
Okay.
no wedding
Yep.
party because she has too many friends.
She does,
And
right?
everyone knows that 10 bridesmaids and 10, it ruins the picture. It's too
Mhm.
many people in the frame. I'm sorry, it does. It ruins the photo. It's like it just doesn't look good. There's too many people, 22 people. And so I like that. They also had, I guess, games like skee ball, and the prizes were Cartier watches, Chanel
So
handbags.
they had like an amusement park thing going on too, kind of like a video game thing.
Yes, Tom Brady left at 10 o'clock, so people were making fun of him for that, saying he must have had a booty call with somebody.
Because
Um,
they weren't, yeah.
yeah, 1,000
Some people didn't
people.
get a +1.
Yeah, maybe
A
not, maybe not.
thousand
A
people.
thousand
I
people,
would
and
I can't wait till she'll release a picture, she'll release something at some
I
st
hope so. I mean, Zendaya got married, no one knew it, and we're
right?
never gonna see a photo,
But then
but
not 1,000 people were there. That's pretty
that's true.
amazing that
And
there's
it's
been nothing,
nothing
nothing.
because everybody signed an ironclad NDA.
Donna Kelce, Travis's mom, was at Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Now that's what
Funny.
we watched here, okay? Because my kids are obsessed.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
watched that,
It was a
and
low hot dog score, though, because it was so hot, only 66, and
I
Joey
know.
Chestnut, 82, he has the record. Remember when Donnie and I were obsessed with
Yes.
Kobayashi?
Totally. But so Donna Kelce was asked, how was it? And she said, magical,
Yeah,
you know. So that could
yeah.
be she was anywhere.
Yeah, his aunt also said, was stopped by Team Z. How was it? We laughed, we cried, we danced,
And we ate free.
and we ate great food, and it was just magical. I think she used that word
That
too.
was I
Yeah,
can't
so
even imagine.
yeah,
But
so
good for them. I
I
love that
know.
I love that they pulled it off. What I thought was cool because I did see on the exterior sign, the light up sign outside of
Oh, just
Madison Square
married?
Garden, just
Yeah, with the
married.
2
Yeah,
T's
it
together.
was
Yeah, that
I
was
thought that was
cute.
really cute.
And then also
And we don't know where excuse me, all the what?
all the brands that jumped on the congratulation, everything from Chiquita Bananas to Wendy's to
What did they do?
Tom
I never saw
Shoes.
any of that.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go on Instagram. They all were doing these really cute. I mean, she made a lot of social media. I mean, I almost wanted to call Marley on vacation and tell her to superimpose us in a pink thing, like on top of the Empire State Building, Lori and Julia podcast, because they were doing Madonna. I was like, we got it. And then I was like, everyone's on vacation. No one needs to be working.
No one needs
on this stuff. But yeah, it was, yeah, the brands had a lot of fun just piggybacking on that. Plus, a lot of brands piggybacked on the Empire State couple.
Right.
Of them
I'll have to go back and look.
Look at that photo.
I didn't even know that
original.
happened. That's how out of it I can be.
It's pretty good. And
That's so out of yeah, crazy. All right, honey. Look
the
at the
Emmys.
time.
Do you want to know the Emmys at all?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure,
So first of all, the exciting news though for the Emmys is Mariska Hargitay, who is having quite a year. Her My Mom,
her documentary.
Her documentary about who's her mom again?
Jane Mansfield.
Mansfield was nominated, but she is going to host the Emmys. And she was at Taylor's wedding, and she's a Nick's favorite,
and she was on the
highest paid woman in television, $750,000 an episode, 28 years playing Olivia. An episode playing Olivia Benson.
Law and Order. SUV? Is it SUV?
Yeah, SVU.
SVU. I think it's a car.
Anyway, September 15th, Julia, and she's the first woman since Jane Lynch hosted in 2001. So it's been a long time. Very excited for her. Bad Bunny's Super Bowl show got nominated. Widow's Bay. There were a lot of exciting nominations. Jason Bateman got a double nom for DTF St. Louis and Black Rabbit. And Matthew Rhys got nominated for Widow's Bay and The Beast in Me, as did his wife Carrie Russell for The Diplomat. So it's going to be an exciting Emmys this year. Just a lot of Hacks got a ton. The Pit had the most, and Hacks had second. Most noms. So
both good.
Yeah, both good. So
both very.
And Tom Hardy is not leaving MobLand, as we discussed. It was a ploy to get more money.
Are you kidding me?
Well, and it worked because there's no MobLand without Harry.
No, there isn't.
Tom Hardy plays.
So was all of that BS made up about how difficult he is in the media and everything, Lori?
Well, we already know he's difficult.
Right.
This is not new news. Charlize Theron told us this when they filmed Mad Max. So this is not new.
Nothing's new.
It was, I think maybe the showrunner, his second person who, I don't know. I always wondered if it was a way for someone to, like get a raise for the third season or something. But anyway, he's not leaving, so I'm very glad about that.
And then they pushed back MobLand's drop. And if you haven't watched it, it's on Paramount Plus. It's so good. It's supposed to come out this summer, but they postponed it to later in the year.
And Dutton Ranch, huge cliffhanger. Huge cliffhanger.
Was it canceled or did they renew?
No, it's already been renewed. But the finale.
All right, I've only watched 2.
Well, then you've got some great.
I have so
Dutton
much,
Ranch
Lori,
to watch.
And I did finish This Book Made Me Think of You.
Oh, and
I loved it.
You did? Okay. It was. Yeah, I told you to read it. It was wonderful, wasn't it?
And the concept of it, I don't want to give it away, is such a great idea for a bookstore.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved that. I could see that being made into a movie.
So
or
do I. And I also
really wonderful.
So do I. I think it was lovely. And now I'm in the middle of 2 different types of books. One, Frida McFadden, The Divorce. But it's like so predictable. And I'm like, yeah, you're so dumb, lady. Okay, so I'm in the middle of that one, and I'm in the middle of a one about Agatha Christie, the Christie affair. But I feel like we have this on our show? Yeah. When Agatha Christie went missing for 11 days?
Yeah.
So I'm redoing it, and I'm thinking I'm having a deja vu. Like, I think I know this story, but I like the narrator.
Right.
And, did a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Barbara can only be with me for so long. But anyway, welcome back. And happy concert going. I'm going to go carry rocks down to the shore because this is what we do. It's a good workout. I need it. Yeah. I need a good workout. I have stress. I have stress.
Touch your toes and jump high in the air.
And breathe in for 6 and out for 24. I love
Thanks
you.
for
Bye,
hanging out.
cutie. Hey,
Okay,
everybody.
bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We wouldn't be here without our sponsors, of course, and you. So like us, follow us, maybe do some liking on YouTube. We could use some more people saying like, or watch it. I've
Yeah.
got Lori and
Be
I
an
kind of have
active participant in this
we have
podcast, would
we
you?
have matching shirts on, kind of. I
We do.
almost yeah,
And we're
and
gonna be at the fair. We'll tell you about that next
we'll get to
week.
that later.
Oh,
Um,
Julia, but, people are already excited about
don't give
this.
me another thing to stress out about right now. I've
Well,
got a
there's nothing to
wedding.
stress out
No.
about.
Oh, you love those live things on big stages. I don't.
I do.
I don't. But
I
we're going to be
really do.
fantastic, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know it.
All right, honey. Take care.
Okay.
Everybody, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Have a great day.